you know, I just, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
what?
Like, oh my goodness.
Pacquiao just went to a majority draw, and you can argue that Manny Pacquiao should have won the fight and was winning.
He was so good at it. I think he was stealing some rounds at the end. Whether he deserved them or he didn't deserve them, whatever. They were close rounds. He might have stole them on the judges' cards.
Shannon Sharpe voiced strong criticism of the WBC after Manny Pacquiao was denied a clear victory against Mario Barrios. He described the fight as dull, noting Barrios' lack of urgency despite his youth. Although Pacquiao delivered a dominant performance, the judges declared it a draw, an outcome Sharpe believes underscores boxing's shift from fair competition to a business-driven sport. To him, this decision exemplifies how marketability now influences results more than skill.
I know I can beat. Why would I take a chance and fight somebody for $30 million? And that's what these guys do. And the differences between boxing and UFC, you might be the champion, but you don't control anything.
Mario Barrios' recent performances have sparked widespread debate in the boxing community. His last two fights, both ending in draws, have left fans and analysts uneasy. The recent bout against Manny Pacquiao, in particular, ignited controversy as many felt Pacquiao was the clear winner, raising questions about the fairness of Barrios' recent results.
So we are back on The Way Concept presented by The Ring Magazine. And folks, I just watched Manny Pacquiao, that's right, 8-division world champion and 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao, off a 3-year layoff Manny Pacquiao, off a loss before the 3-year layoff Manny Pacquiao, go to a majority draw with a world champion in a title fight in 2025. What the just happened? Breakdown. Let's go.
He is the son of The Way Concept.
So like I said, Manny Pacquiao, 2025, fighting for a world championship is not something you expect me to hear. Number one, especially off the 3-year layoff, especially at 147, especially off a loss, and especially not going to a majority draw. This is a win for Manny Pacquiao. I'm just going to say it. Tonight he fought Mario Barrios on PBC, on Amazon Prime Video for the WBC World Championship. Mario Barrios, I like the guy. It has to be said. When you have two of your last title defenses ending in a split draw and a majority draw, you may be the worst title holder in boxing right now. I'm sorry. That's not comparing him to being a shitty boxer. It's just saying that as of right now, he might be the worst world champion in boxing. It may be one of the worst I've seen in a while. Also, kind of unrelated, this kind of looks bad for Tank Davis's record because that was supposed to be a stalwart win on Tank's career when he moved up to 140 and beat Barrios for the belt there. But now it's not looking so good because 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao just went to a majority draw, and you can argue that Manny Pacquiao should have won the fight and was winning.
The controversy surrounding Mario Barrios' recent fights has fueled skepticism among boxing fans. Supporters suggest that something suspicious might be at play behind the scenes. For Pacquiao fans, the night was a testament to his enduring skill and resilience. Conversely, Barrios' supporters saw his lackluster performance as being heavily favored by judges, leaving a bitter taste and overshadowing what could have been a historic night in boxing.
Involved, honestly, because that right there is rough to watch if you're a Barrios fan. If you're a Manny Pacquiao fan, this is a fantastic night. And you could even argue maybe he should have got the belt. But I think where this fight became more close was in the later rounds when Pacquiao, obviously, close to being an AARP member, was going to slow down. And if your game plan, if you're Mario Barrios, is to go, okay, I'm just going to outlast him, eventually he's going to slow down. One, it's psychotic to me to even think, I'll wait for the 46-year-old to slow down in the later rounds. Not, I'm going to go and do what I should do as a champion and go after this guy. Respect be damned. It's a world championship fight. I saw some people saying, oh, he's carrying Manny out of respect. It's cute.
Criticism of Mario Barrios intensified after his unimpressive showing in the ring. Despite the official draw, many viewers believed Pacquiao was the superior fighter. Barrios appeared hesitant, passive, and failed to deliver a meaningful offense, throwing fewer punches than expected. Even renowned trainer Robert Garcia scored the fight as a loss for Barrios, emphasizing that his inability to assert himself amounted to a moral defeat. In contrast, Pacquiao appeared sharper and more motivated, and the controversial result seemed to shield Barrios from a deserved loss, sparking outrage among fans.
The draw.
No.
Because,
Weird round.
yeah, Pacquiao did better than I thought he did. And that's we get into that weird territory in boxing where you start grading on a curve. That's not how boxing works. And I was like, oh, Pacquiao's doing better. He's probably winning. Oh, he won. But no, he probably didn't. And a draw is probably lucky to get a draw.
Yeah, as I was watching it and scoring it, and I was in the live chat with people, and there was just so many rabid Pacquiao fans that were like, every time he did anything, anytime he did anything in the arena, the place went absolutely bonkers. Like it was going to tear down. He probably fought 50 to 60 seconds a round. He did not do much. He didn't need to, because Barrios didn't step on the gas pedal at all at any point. He was so listless and just kind of ho-humming through it. So Pacquiao was able to steal moments, and he did a really good job of stealing the end of rounds and making an exclamation point. And also, we saw flashes of the Manny of old when he would have that little like flourishing signature in the end of something. He'd make that little movement, bang, he'd pop that left hand, he'd fly out, boom, 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 boom. He'd make those little moves, do the fancy feet, and you would be like, but really nothing happened. He didn't land a lot of punches. It wasn't anything really effective. But it got everybody emotional. It got everybody, and whereas Barrios was the exact opposite. Everything he did was so workmanlike. He has zero charisma. He has no sell on anything he does. It just lacked passion. I know he's Aztec warrior, but where was the passion? Where was the exchanging? Where was the biting down on my mouthpiece and going for it? So there was a lot of opportunities based on how both guys fought for Manny to actually steal rounds, because Mario wasn't selling it. Pacquiao was. The crowd was behind him. But yes, when you do it, you're looking at it almost you're almost comparing Pacquiao to Pacquiao. You're being like, oh, he fought really good for a 46-year-old. He didn't fight really good for a 12-round main event champion. He fought really good for a 46-year-old Pacquiao. So you get that idea in your head, oh man, he's doing so good, but is he really? Or are you just voting for the guy that you like better?
Nostalgia is a hell of a, and we were all on Saturday.
Trainer Robert Garcia added a compelling voice to the debate, criticizing the current state of boxing. He argued that the sport has become less about athletic merit and more about business interests. According to Garcia, the marketability of fighters like Barrios takes precedence over skill, especially in high-profile bouts. He suggested that Pacquiao's victory at age 46 might not be favorable for promoters seeking long-term investments, which could explain the skewed decisions against him.
Much to talk to you about. I don't know where to start. So first of all, why do they keep robbing Manny Pacquiao? He got robbed against Bradley.
The fight, but I heard from everybody that he got robbed.
You trust Paulie Malignaggi. He said they robbed Pacquiao.
Man, you know what?
He got robbed with Jeff
It's
Horn.
actually weird, because you see, the way boxing is, the business is. I'm not saying promoters, because it's the same thing with the business, where you want, when you have that one fighter that, when you have a young prospect that are signed to, managers, judges, commissioners, they already know who's the one that's signed, who's the one they want
to promote. Yeah.
So there's a lot of times where those young fighters get away with wins that maybe should have gone the other way, or maybe a draw, but they still give them the win.
Adding a deeper layer to the controversy, a veteran known as the Goose expressed concerns over recurring injustices in Manny Pacquiao's career. He pointed out that biased judging is not new, but questioned why Pacquiao seems to be targeted more often. Citing his background as an Asian fighter, the Goose suggested that racial bias may influence judging decisions, especially when compared to Western fighters. His comments resonated with fans who feel Manny is unfairly judged due to his ethnicity and global success, fueling ongoing debates about fairness and discrimination in boxing.